Hey, good morning, everybody. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to Blue Mountains Tarot. We're going to do your reading today for the week of the 17th to the 23rd. Just a quick touch base. It's the 3 cards, 3 minutes per sign approximately. There's no rhyme or rhythm to how I shuffle up the signs. I'm going to start with Scorpio since we're going into the Scorpio season. Their birthday's coming up, so I'll start with them. I'll timestamp that for everybody. And just a couple things before we get started. So thanks to everybody who has sent me donations or supported my channel. If you're following, if you're sharing, liking, commenting, I appreciate all that. A few people have been asking about personal readings, which I am starting to do personal readings. Normally, for me, I do them with local clients in person. That's my most successful read because tarot, for me at least as a reader, it's energy. It's very energetically based, and when it comes to personal readings, I typically do like a general love life reading. Okay, I do not do financial advice. All of this is for entertainment purposes. It is not for your personal financial advice or any other advice that you have to make all of your own decisions. So I do offer the personal readings. I send them off on a video like this, obviously personalized to you. You can email me below. In the description is my contact information. There's a donate button there if you'd like. There's an email. So just reach out, ask me anything that you need. They're typically around 40 minutes a reading roughly. Okay, I'm trying to answer some questions now because it saves me from emailing everybody that asks. So I charge $60 per reading, and it lasts about 35 to 40 minutes, okay? So I'm just putting this out there for everybody because it saves me from emailing everybody the same questions over and over. What else? So I do them in video. Ideally, like I said, I think in person is obviously the best outcome because but I can still tap into your energy, and it's the cards that really deliver the message for us, okay? So, what else? I think that's everything. I hope that answers questions. I just want to put that out there for people who have been inquiring, and that way it clarifies any questions that you have. Okay, so Spirit, let's get started with Scorpio. What messages do you have for the sign of Scorpio in love, love relationships? Messages for the sign of Scorpio. 3 cards, please. Don't forget, guys, if you like the video, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new, and welcome. We got 3 cards here. Scorpio. Okay. Scorpio, I feel like you have you have a lot of excitement and a lot of creation taking place. A lot is going on with you in positive ways. Things that you are very, whatever you have been sort of wishing upon or waiting for, it's actually going to show up, in many cases unexpected. So this might be a bit of I hear time, like it might take a little bit longer than, or maybe it's not even as much time as you expected. It could have come unexpectedly here because you've got the Ace of Wands, 6 of Wands, Knight of Wands. So you have a lot of fire energy, a lot of creative energy. Emotions are running strong. Now, in terms of love, with the Knight of Wands, it could be coming in from a distance because Knight of Wands can be distance based. So, but I feel like if that is the case, or if you're just starting to meet someone, or you've just met someone from a distance, it feels like super exciting, and it feels as though it's worth getting into this person, getting involved with this person. It feels like there's a lot to look forward to, and you guys are very, very compatible. I feel like you guys have excitement for each other. You guys want to create a lot of You want to create a lot of opportunities. I just realized, guys, I didn't timestamp yet, so let me just put down 4 minutes for now. So I feel, Scorpio, there's definitely a lot to be excited about, okay? Or you feel like whatever it is that you're trying to create or manifest in your life, you feel like it's just on the verge of popping into your life. You feel like whatever it is you're waiting for, you can feel it. It's that kind of energy. You can feel the excitement. It's like a win. It's a winning feeling, and I feel like it's like, you know, when you fill out like a contest or something and you kind of know you're going to win this, so you're just waiting for the phone call. It's like that kind of energy. You feel super lucky and successful in whatever it is you're, or whoever it is that you're been waiting upon or wanting. So it seems like everything is flowing into you, Scorpio. But there could also be something from the distance coming in, or from a long distance rather. And also it's either going to come in very quickly, or it's just going to take a little bit of time. So hang in there with the patience. If that's something that you feel like it's been long enough, it's the celebration and the excitement is ready to appear, is what I'm getting. Okay. So that's the sign of Scorpio. That's a very exciting energy, guys. Okay, I missed the time there, so let's start up here with Capricorn. Capricorn, what messages do you have for the sign of Capricorn, please, Spirit? 3 cards, 3 minutes. Okay, now, guys, I got 5. They all fall out. What I do is I take the top 3 and I leave the other 2 on the side, just as side notes, okay? You got 5. I don't like taking 5, but when they fall out like that, I feel like it's meant to be. Okay. So the first 3 cards that you got, Capricorn, the World, 6 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords. So whatever you were confused about, or whatever you had a hard time interpreting or making a decision on, or something that made you feel like you couldn't quite understand, I feel like that cycle has ended for you. It's like you've got a brand new beginning on things. You've learned something. I feel like you've learned something with this World card. There's been lessons have been learned in this situation that you couldn't quite make up your mind. It's like it was a bit of a long stretch for you in trying to figure this out, or trying to understand what was going on, and you were feeling excuse me, hold on. You were feeling like excuse me, not hopeless, but like it was tiring. It was like a lot of effort and a lot of thought, and it came to it's kind of clear the cycle is over. Whatever you were dealing with, it's now become like easy flowing, easy going kind of feeling. A lot of success, and a lot of, it could be financially for you guys. It's like a new page has turned in your life with this World card. You got the 9 of Cups, the 6 of Pentacles. Like you got a lot of like, I don't want to say wealth, but it doesn't have to be financial wealth. You just feel very fortunate, or you feel very like fulfilled, and you feel like you're on the right track. You're on the right path. You also understand now that things work out for the better, or things always fall into place. Okay, so when I said earlier, like, you might have felt hopeless, or there might have been a sense of like struggle. I think with this World card, you've got the 5 of Pentacles and all these 6 and 9, like you got some Pentacle energy here. So it's like you feel grounded, and you feel like things will always settle. Things always settle out, and things are successful for you. Okay, Capricorn, so I think like you're working away again and you're starting to share. You don't feel bound by an either like a mental or something that was on your mind that was kind of slowing you down in some way. I feel like you're now getting back on your feet, but in a really positive, it's like you left it all behind. Everything, it's all new. That cycle is ended. You've put something to bed. So that's what I'm getting for you, Capricorn. Moving on to, let's go with Aquarius. Hey, fellow Aquarians. I'm also Aquarian, so let's see. Spirit, what messages do you have for my fellow Aquarians in life, love, general messages, relationships? What messages can you give? Wow, it's pretty cool, guys. Every time I've been shuffling, the 3 cards pop out at once. Okay, Aquarius. Sorry, I just want to see how this is. So there's like a new you were working, how do I put this? How can I interpret this? I know what this is saying, but I can't, there's a wedge. There was something that was maybe, you might have been concerning yourself with something for no reason at all, Aquarius. You might have been worrying about something or working for something for no reason at all. The Judgment card, the 9 of Wands, this 9 of Wands, it's like, it was like a heavy energy or something that was feeling like you were going to give up, but you ended up with the King of Wands. So you ended up in, I feel like love. I feel a lot of loving energy here. I feel like a lot of emotional freedom. You may have found somebody that feels like you, Aquarius. And what I mean by that is, like somebody that has their own set of freedoms, their own set of hobbies. They have their own routine in their life. They don't trap you down, okay? So I'm getting like you may have experienced, either you left something behind that was sort of suffocating in a way, or like a little too much for you. And you've kind of totally set that free and you feel back into your Aquarian self again. But, or you've just found, it doesn't have to be someone from the past that you had to let go of. It's just a sense of freedom. It's a sense of, it's like your karma is aligned with this person in the sense that, like you don't feel constricted and you feel like emotionally free with this person. You feel like you can be yourself and enjoy yourself while they too can do that. But there's like there's fairness there. There's like, you guys have called out what you expect from one another. So it's like there's a bit of a trust there that's good. It's a good sense of trust. So Aquarius, I just feel like you have a lot of, it's like you're sharing the flame with somebody else who's also doing the same with you. Like you both have your own flame. You both have your own, like free spirit. That's what it is. It's like 2 free spirits joining into one, but it's still a free spirit. It's not constricting you. Or that's what you're looking for. That's what you're wanting, and you feel it around you with this Judgment card. It's like a karmic outcome. So Aquarius, I feel like you are a very free-spirited sign, but it's like there's also commitment with this person or this situation. Like there's a sense of freedom, but it's also very connected. It's also very committal. So that's what I'm getting for Aquarius. I think there's a lot to be I want to draw more cards and I can't, but I feel like there's a lot to be discovered. It's like you're going to see that there's a lot of energy there to discover with somebody. Okay, Gemini. Gemini. I feel like these readings need extendeds because they're only 3 minutes, but that's the purpose, is just to give everyone a quick touch base and to see if something resonates with you. So, too many cards. Gemini, what messages do you have for the sign of Gemini, please? Gemini, love, life, general messages, romance. Three of Wands so far. Okay. We got some cards here. Okay. So I'm going to take the first top 3. You got 5 that came out, okay? I only put those aside as kind of clarifiers. 3 of Wands, 2 of Cups. So you got your energy there. Wheel of Fortune. A lot of good energy, guys, in all the readings so far today. Okay, and the 2 extra cards that came out were the Hierophant and the Hermit. So you've come out of, I feel like you've done a lot of, so Gemini, you've done a lot of introspection, you've done a lot of thinking, you've done a lot of realizing, and you've really utilized the spiritual side of like the tools. I want to say spiritual tools, whether that's being in your own skin here, being in your own company, but it's you've been doing this for your relationship that you might be in, or for yourself in pursuing a relationship. There is love here. You've got the 2 of Cups, and it's the Wheel of Fortune. So it's like the ending of a cycle of being alone or being in your own thoughts. You've put a lot of energy into like this hermit mode is very positive. It's been very beneficial for you. It's kind of like, okay, I'm done with, I've got my Gemini, I got my personal time, I got what I needed for myself, and I'm now ready to go out there and find the love. So the 2 of Cups is here beside the 3 of Wands. So it's like you're kind of waiting for that ship to come in. You're kind of waiting for the love to arrive because you've really put a lot of effort and time into yourself. And it's like you actually feel like a new cycle has begun for you. Maybe this is all retrograde, guys, that's happening, because a lot of signs I'm getting this new pages turning, new love coming in, new energies coming up, opportunities, and that's very apparent in your reading as well. The Wheel of Fortune is like everything's meant to work out for you guys, Gemini. You're in a very good place. You may have actually, for some of you, you may have already found this love, and you're in a really good a new love. I feel like it's new, but you kind of had to come out a little bit. You've just been spending time in this hermit mode, or putting time and effort into yourself, into improving yourself. And you've got that Hierophant there. So it's like the spiritual growth has been there, and now it's all come out into fruition. Now the Wheel of Fortune, the 2 of Cups, the 3 of Wands. So for some of you, you're either just waiting for that to come in, that love offer. You are ready, you have a lot to give, and it's like you feel like you're in a place where, okay, I'm in my moment now. It's like that whatever happens is meant to happen. It's destined. It's meant to be this way. You're kind of relying and trusting on the universe, on the higher power, or your law of attraction, because you've been working on those things. You've already been doing your homework for yourself, and now the love is ready to arrive. Or so for some of you, you're either witnessing that, or you're waiting for that to come through. Okay? Sorry, I was looking at the bottom of the deck. I don't know why, but it was the 7 of Wands. So you're kind of ready to put your guards down if that has any relation to that card. Okay, Gemini, that's what I have for you. Okay, let's move on. We're going to do Libra. Libra. I'm going to split the deck up here. Spirit, what messages do you have for the sign of Libra, please? Love life messages for the sign of Libra. I've had to clear my throat a lot during this reading, so maybe some of you are speaking out, or you're clearing your throat, like it's that throat chakra, right? You're speaking your truth. I feel like there's a very good energy in this reading for everybody so far. And the cards pop out 3, like I'm asking. I just said a lot of you might be speaking your truth. You got the Knight of Swords. So very verbal. Libra. So you got the Knight of Swords, Queen of Cups, 7 of Pentacles. I think you're ready. There's love. You guys have kind of been maybe going back and forth in a situation with love. There was a lot of, I don't know, this Knight of Wands, I wish I could clarify, or Knight of Swords, I wish I could clarify a little bit more. But you've had there was like a stormy side to things, and now it's settled down where the love is here, and now you're starting to reap the benefits. It doesn't have to necessarily even be love. It can just be in your life, because you've got the 7 of Pentacles. So there could have been some it's some kind of back and forth, or like erratic energy, that you were like a stormy side to things, and now they've balanced out. Now things have calmed down. If it's like the love has been sort of returned. Before, there might have been something that was quickly moving out, like even it could have been a quick breakup, or someone's been vocalizing something, but it could have been in an erratic manner, and it caused like a fight or a storm. It wasn't the right approach. So you've now realized that in order to have a successful outcome and to really benefit from your partner or your situation, you've got to come from a place more of love, a little bit more stable energy with this Queen of Cups, a little bit more emotionally, just emotionally mature, because the Knight of Swords can be a little bit less, like a little bit more immature, a little bit more erratic, a little bit more vocalized, and not think. They make quick decisions, quick moves. And the Queen of Cups is obviously a little bit more of a stable, nurturing, loving energy. So in order to receive this 7 of Pentacles, Libra, you've got to realize, or you've realized already, that love is sort of the answer to things. Love and settling things, keeping things more nurtured and more cared for. So that's what I'm getting. You know, or you've realized that you benefit better, you benefit more, you reap more reward when you come from a stable place, or when the person you're with comes from a stable place. You may have had to communicate to them. So maybe Libra, it's you with your, you guys are the scales. Maybe it's you, Libra, that has told your partner or the situation, whether it's work or boss, you've got to come from a little bit more of a stable place to work with me, because I can't handle this erratic energy. I can't handle the insanity almost. I feel like there's been storminess going on. So either it can be either side, guys. Either you've recognized this in yourself, or you've recognized it in others, and you know what's going to reap the most beneficial outcome. Okay, so it's like a little bit of an understanding of how to deal with a Libra. You need a certain kind of temperament. All right, Aries. Aries, what messages do you have for the sign of Aries, please? Aries. Messages for the sign of Aries, please. They don't want to come out, Aries. I'm going to choose a card, Spirit. One more shuffle. King of Wands, Page of Swords, and the Lover's card. Might be dealing with a Gemini. So, Aries, there's love coming in for you here with the King of Wands, the Lovers, the Page of Swords. It might be something you don't, this person okay, so I'm getting a couple things here. This person that you might be interested in is a little bit standoffish. Okay, so I feel like there's love in the air. There's love coming out of the heart, from the heart space. I feel like it's mutual. I feel like whoever it is you're pursuing, or who's in your energy right now, who's in your field, it's just that they're a little bit guarded. They might be guarded. They might be a little bit more emotionally immature, or they're just sort of shy, or they're protecting something of themselves. They're kind of, I feel like you guys know there's something there. At least you do, Aries. But you have this built up fire energy with the King of Wands. You've got a lot to, you're like, you're dying to get this to happen. You're getting really revved up in your energy. But for whatever reason, this other person maybe not quite there yet, okay? They're not quite as fiery as you, Aries. So, but there is, you guys are connecting and you're spending time together and there's love there, but it hasn't quite, like, the fireworks haven't gone off yet, okay? So if there is someone that, if for some of you Aries that are sort of in a relationship, it might just feel a little bit like you've got to nudge this person. You've got to kind of push them to get their emotions out, or to get them to share. It's like they're kind of, they might second guess themselves or doubt themselves, or they kind of brace themselves. It's like, and they might be saying like, I'm just shy, but really it's not necessarily, that's an excuse. It's like, I'm just shy. No, that's an excuse. We're not 7 years old anymore. We're adults. Okay, so we should be able to speak our mind. And I feel like, Aries, that's what you're waiting for. But you do have a lot for each other. I feel like there's a lot of love here. There's a lot of passion. There's a lot of like, there's a lot of fire there, but you've got to kind of just nudge this person. And it may not be consistent with their behavior. It might be like, once, like, they're kind of, sometimes they're on fire and sometimes they're a little bit cooler. So with this Page of Swords, they're kind of, they take their time, or they don't share quite as quickly as you do, or quite as quickly as you wish they could. They're a bit more reserved. So I do feel that you have to just bear with this person, because they're just, there's something about them that they're a little bit, you may have to just spend the time to understand why they're like this. They will open up. I feel like that's gonna come through. It's just, you've gotta work with them. Okay, Aries, so I think they're just buying that little bit of time by saying they're kind of shy, but I think they feel it. They're just, for whatever reason, they're holding back a little bit. Leo. I need water. Leo, what messages, Spirit, can you give for the sign of Leo, please, in love, life, relationships? General messages. 3 cards, please. 3 messages. I get 30 cards. 3 cards, 3 minutes is what I'm trying to say. Leo. What messages do you have for the sign of Leo, please? I'm just going to start drawing here. There we go. Okay. Leo. Leo, you're feeling stuck in something. Some of you, I don't know why I'm hearing this. I don't deserve this, is what I'm hearing. Whatever that means. I'm not good enough. That kind of feeling I'm getting. But I heard I don't deserve this. Very strange. You're feeling stuck, Leo. You've got the Hangman, the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands. You're being offered something, Leo. You're being someone is telling you to help yourself. Somebody is telling you to enjoy your life, to enjoy, to not be, it's like, I don't want to say you're sabotaging things, but you're not receiving mode. You're not in a receiving mode, Leo. It's like you're resisting things coming into your life for some reason. It's like you have the opportunity to enjoy and reap lots of love or lots of offers, or this could be work related because it is a Pentacles. It could be financial related, and you might not feel, it might be a lack of, like, I heard, like, I don't deserve this. It's almost like either you don't feel completely confident enough. It's like you're comfortable in your comfort little zone right now. And something has to, like, you're not ready to move out of this comfort zone that you're in. You feel, it's like, you may not realize subconsciously, but like you might be stuck or sitting very comfortably that now it's almost uncomfortable to move out of. It's almost uncomfortable to let down the walls and to change perspectives or to change roles or to change something. And there's offerings being made, but it's like for some reason you're not running at them. You're resistant for some reason. I don't know what that is. This may not resonate for every Leo, but you can choose another position in your life, Leo, to start receiving. You're not receiving for some reason. I wish I could draw more cards, but it's pretty clear that you're not feeling worthy of receiving either a gift, an offer, a relationship, it's inheritance or something, whatever it is that it's like, I use that term, like inherent abundance. Like you are inherently, there's abundance all around us. It's inherent to you to receive. But for some reason you're like, you're not receiving. So you might be feeling stuck in that and you can't even figure out why you're doing that. But it's like, I feel like it's a comfort zone, guys. I feel like you're in this little comfortable spot, but it's almost like, not to sound negative, but I'm just being honest with how with what's coming through here. And it's like my limitations are comfortable to me. And if I express and move on and change this, it leaves me feeling insecure or whatever. So I'd rather just be comfortable, but with limitations. I don't know if that resonates for you guys, but that's what I'm getting, Leo. You might have to step outside your comfort zone. You know what's weird? I just opened up the deck. This flipped up. This was upside. This was upright. The Ten of Wands. Why are you... That's so strange. I just went to put this card in and that was up. Why are you carrying the burdens? It's like you'd rather have other people pleased than yourself. It's like you're being a people pleaser or something. You're carrying the burden when you're supposed to let that off your back and start to receive. So Leo, open up the doors to opportunities, guys, because you got a lot coming in for you. A card flipped over, going into Sag. 34, 46. Sagittarius, a card flipped over for you. 2 cards flipped over while I was shuffling already. You got the Moon and the King of Cups. Nice. One more card, please. Spirit for the sign of Sagittarius. Okay. Oh, I thought no one came out. Okay, this came on the fourth card. I leave it to the side, okay? Page of Pentacles. The Hermit, King of Cups, the Moon. Okay, so we're on the sign Sagittarius. So Sag, there's love here for you guys. There's the King of Cups. There's a lot of abundance. There's a lot of love. There's an offering in front of you, I feel like. And emotionally, this Moon card is interesting. I wish I could clarify the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so you're not ready, Sagittarius, or someone's not ready to totally come out. This is a very different energy, Sagittarius. Give me a second. So I need clarifiers, but I'm gonna go with this as much as I can. So Spirit. So, okay. This Moon card's throwing me off. It's like the mystery of, it's like, there's a love offer here. There's a King of Cups. There's someone that is very offering you a stability, because you've also got the Page of Pentacles here. For some reason, Sagittarius, you're stuck in your own thoughts. You're trying to figure out, or you're trying to understand. It's like whether or not to, I'm getting very stuck here, guys, with this Moon card. I have to clarify something, because I'm stuck, to be in all honesty. There's no point in doing 3 cards if I can't read. Sagittarius, getting a little bit of special treatment right now because I can't pick this up. Okay, 6 of Cups. So, okay, I think the love offer is coming in from the past, because it's the 6 of Cups here. So someone from your past is coming back in to you. But you didn't really know, Sagittarius, how to feel. Maybe that's what I am. I don't know how to feel with this Moon card myself. I can't, this is strange to me, but the 6 of Cups, it's like somebody from the past, either you're thinking about or they've thought about you. So this can be reversed. You could be going towards somebody, or they could be coming towards you. But you're in this hermit mode, like you're not willing to express whether you're, like, what it is you need, or what it is you want from this person. There's an offer here. There's a King of Cups. There's a lot of love here. Or you might have had a lot of love for this person. But it's like you don't know whether you can go back to that past again or not. It's like the Moon can be madness. It can be a card of emotions, it's like, it can be madness. It can be, and maybe your past with this person was a bit of a madness. It was a bit of a chaotic relationship. But there was love there. There might have been a lot of physical compatibility, like physical energy, and maybe not the other compatibility, the emotional compatibility of the Moon. It could have been a Pisces here, or there's a Virgo as well with the Hermit. So you emotionally, you're still kind of shut down from the past, and it's like, I think that there was some madness there, because you now have a Page of Pentacles with the King of Cups. Like, you've got more of a stability. Now, maybe this person is presenting themselves as being more stable or offering you a more loving relationship, or they want to try to work with it. But for some reason, you have this memory. It's like you have an emotional memory of the negative side of the relationship or the emotional instability of it. But you don't. I really feel like this is a stuck energy, Sagittarius. I'm very stuck with these cards, to be honest. It's a very almost fearful energy that you don't know whether to trust. And it's like, is this madness going to come out of this person again? Am I going to have to retreat again? Are they going to take me out of my warm and stable and loving feeling that I want or that I feel, or are they going to bring in the madness of this full moon energy? That's what it's like. Are they going to do that to me again? Because you can't function in that. You can't handle that. So I feel like someone set you off, and they almost like you had to like shut them off or completely shut them down, because this Hermit and the Moon, like it's a very it's stuck energy. Okay, Sag, I'm going to end that because it's painful, to be honest. I need to expand on these cards to get more messages, and that's a very challenging reading for me, I'll be honest. Cancer, moving on to Cancer. Sorry, guys, I got to have another drink. I got my coffee over here and my water over here. It's morning. I like my cup of coffee. Cancer. What messages do we have for the sign of Cancer, please? Queen of Pentacles. Eight of Swords. Two of Wands. Okay. Okay, very clear here, Cancer. Okay, so right away, okay, I got like multiple things hitting me here. There's a decision that you have to make, Cancer. There's a path that you have to go down. You had a very stuck energy in your head. You had a very difficult time making the decision on whether or not which path you're going to take. But I feel like somebody's come in to save the day for you. Someone's come in to give you solid advice. It's someone that you look up to, someone that could have been your own mother or parent, with a very stable offering of advice, okay? This could have been something to do with your finances or a financial decision to make, because it is the Pentacles, the Queen. But you definitely are choosing a path. You're choosing a path, and for whatever reason, you felt stuck. You felt like you couldn't make a decision, like you didn't want to be making the wrong decision or making the wrong choices in this path. But I feel like somebody close to you, or somebody of importance to you, of respect to you, that you regard in their advice, they've actually really helped you. Whether or not you've been able to make this decision entirely on yourself, you might still be debating. You might still be still have a hard time making the decision, but you definitely got some solid advice. You got very good, solid, loving advice, is what I'm hearing here, is what I'm feeling in these cards. You got the Queen of Pentacles. I don't know what this decision is on what it is your path to take, whatever that could be. This is general love life reading. So it could have been on anything that resonates for you personally, Cancer. But you're trying to unstuck yourself. Like you're trying to unbound whatever is making you feel bound and confused or threatened or confined to the path you have to take, or the path you have to choose. So this is probably I'm thinking it's a bit more of a serious decision-making time for you, or a life choice. It's definitely something of importance. It's not a simple decision to make, okay? So I'm also feeling like you're not alone. So there's a lot of people that are in this predicament that are having to make a decision that's very difficult for them to make. You're not alone, Cancer. But you've got some really good advice here. You've got somebody that's very solid that you look up to, that's helping you. They're helping you make this decision for yourself. Whether or not you've had a chance to fully solidify your decision, you're still there. You're still working on it for some of you, but you're getting through it. Okay, Cancer, moving on to Pisces. Pisces, what messages do you have, Spirit, for the sign of Pisces? Love, life, general. What messages do you have for the sign of Pisces? Okay, 3 cards. Okay. Pisces. So Pisces, you're really focusing on, okay, there's a lot of kind of faster moving energy here with your card. You've got the Knight of Cups, the Chariot, the Four of Pentacles. So you've got something that you're working towards, Pisces. You're very focused on either a person or like a life situation. It could be saving money or preserving something. You're it's a determination. You're determined to get to a goal that you have in mind, whether that's with a love or a life or a job, or I feel like it could be, you've got the Four of Pentacles. So a few messages can come from that. That can be like preserving your own finances or saving for something or preparing for something. There's a preparedness here. And you're very dedicated and you're very focused on something right now in your life. It's a protective energy. You are preparing. It's like it's to better yourself and your future, or even your partner. You're thoughtfully preparing for a better outcome, or preserving the future for yourself. And you're very determined. There's a determination energy here I can see. You want to get to that goal. You want to get to that person. You want to make sure that this situation is taken care of, or this person is taken care of. I'm also feeling like you have a very strong care. Like you really do care for somebody. There's a very, very strong, nurturing, loving, caring for a person. And you really value this person. You really do genuinely want them in your life. You want to grow with them in your life. And so you're putting a lot of dedication and focus and wholeheartedness into this. You may not necessarily, if it's the love situation, there is you might be holding it to yourself a little bit. You may not necessarily be, you express it in one way. I feel like it's actions. You're expressing it in one way, but you're not necessarily verbalizing it, or you're holding back on one other area. But you inside have a very strong care for someone or something, and you're focusing on that, and you're preparing for a good outcome. You're putting a lot of energy into a love or a work situation, and also for some there could be the financial, like a savings or some kind of financial preparedness. But I also get a lot of feeling of care here. A lot of, you really value and nurture a situation or a person right now, Pisces. Okay, so that's what I have for you. Okay. Virgo. Let's just make it 50. Virgo. What messages do you have for the sign of Virgo, please, Spirit? Virgo, love, life messages, Virgos. What messages do you have for the sign of Virgo? Eight of Wands. The Devil, wow. Virgo, Virgo. Okay. You're moving at like lightning speed, Virgo, and it's not healthy. You are, I've got Eight of Wands, the Devil, the Queen of Cups. It's like you have insane amounts of it's like it's intensity here, okay? It's almost like, I want to say this, it's almost a delusional desire. The Queen of Cups is a lot of love, okay? It's a lot of love, a lot of passion and nurturing, but she can also be like unrealistic, okay? Dreamy, fantasizing, okay? It's like, and it's like you've got this Eight of Wands. You're moving very quickly. The energy is moving very fast into this Devil. There's very passionate desires, but I don't know if that's necessarily healthy. Okay, the Devil is, it's not necessarily, what's that saying? What am I'm hearing this thing like, it's like, even the Devil wouldn't recognize you, kind of like, it's not healthy, but you're not seeing that. You don't care. It's like, it's not it's reckless, but it's not reckless. It's just like, you don't care. You're just like flying through without putting any thought into things, without, it's like this, it's like out of nature almost. It's out of like character almost feeling I'm getting. There is this love and passion and desire. You've got the Devil beside the Queen of Cups. Like you've got a strong hormonal charge going on here. And it's very fast to the point where it's not healthy, where it's like, it's not going to serve you. It's not going to serve you because you're acting out of character almost. You're acting out of, it's just very fast energy, guys, I'm getting here, Virgos. It's like super fast. You're flying over everything and everyone. It's not healthy. It's not reasonable. This Queen of Cups can't happen because you want to get to that spot. It's like the Eight of Wands is flying right over the Devil into the Queen of Cups. You want to get to this position, but you're doing it in a way that it's like you're going to burn it. It's going to like burn up. It's going to literally burn up in fire like an asteroid. It's moving so fast and so crazy that it's literally going to burn itself to nothing. So where I feel like these cards, it's interesting how they're positioned to that. I just want to reshuffle these around. Like, I'm just going to reshuffle them because, like, if it was in this direction here, where the Queen of Cups go into the Devil, go into the Eight of Wands, it's like you've got to move your unhealthy things out of the way. You've got to bypass all of the toxic or the unhealthy behaviors or this charged energy in order to assume your Queen of Cups. but it's in reverse. You're doing things backwards. You're putting the cart before the horse, Virgo. You're like, I don't know, man. It's on fire. It's all I can see here. It's like you're bypassing everything and everyone to get to a destination of something that is, it's not necessarily how things go, is what I'm seeing here. All right. I would love to keep reading, Virgo, because this is interesting energy, but it's kind of like you're doing things cart before the horse almost, but in an unhealthy way. You're gonna harm the horse here. You're gonna harm the horse. You're gonna create. It's like your own self-infliction, because it's the devil's very passionate here. Like I see this. It's very, very sexual, passionate energy with this Queen of Cups. But you're going to harm yourself somehow. I don't know. I need more cards, but very, very, I feel flustered, Virgo. Virgo, moving on to Taurus. Okay, Taurus. Just gonna get a glass of water here. I need to put those fires down. Holy cow, I got a lot of energy in the last reading for Virgos. Okay, Taurus. Last but not least, Taurus. What messages do we have for the sign of Taurus? Taurus. Messages for Taurus, please. Queen of Cups as well. Interesting. The Nine of Wands. Okay. Ooh. Okay. One card flipped over here. Okay. Very interesting. Two queens and a wand. You got the Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, Nine of Wands. So, Taurus. Taurus. It's almost like you're torn, Taurus, between two people. Or two emotions. I feel like there's a lot of emotion here with like you've got Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, but it's like you're in the middle. I feel like you're in the middle of deciding on whether you want to go for love or lust. Or like you want to go for more of a loving, stable, grounded person? Are you still on that path? Or are you are you struggling with, there's a struggle here with something. You've kind of reached a point, Taurus, where you believe in love, you want love, but a part of you seems to be stuck with the more lust, the more fiery, passionate energy of the Queen of Wands versus the more grounded, stable flow of loving from the Queen of Cups. So you might be sort of trying to figure out, you know what you want, Taurus, but you're kind of, how do I put this? You're kind of in between two worlds of which one to embrace or which one to believe in or which one to go for. And I think what you have to understand here is you can have both. I think there's not necessarily a decision to necessarily make. You can have love and you can have passion. You can have lust and a lot of a lot of variety, not variety is not the right word, but that's what can happen with this Queen of Wands, is that she can put herself in so many places and she wants to help everybody, right? She can be here, there, and everywhere, but it's like the grounding, there's more of, the Queen of Cups is a bit more grounded, a bit more like she's more of a nurturing to one, like to a more of a one versus trying to help everybody at once or trying to spread herself too thin. But I do think that you can have a balance of both here, Taurus. You can have a balance of having a lot of emotions and a lot of fire and a lot of physical and emotional attraction. But you can also have a lot of like the loving, the groundedness, the security, that committal. So I feel like you may have come to a spot, Taurus, where you don't know which one is real or which one to follow now, because I feel like if you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. That's kind of the energy that this is concluding to. But you're not damned either way. You can get whatever flows into your life and whatever's meant to be for you. You can have a mix of both. I know this may sound very crazy. I feel like I'm going in circles. But Taurus, it's not like you have to make one solid decision on one solid way of doing things. You can have a variety and you can kind of enjoy the best of both worlds is sort of what I'm seeing here. There's no damned if you do, damned if you don't. That's an old way of thinking because that's how you've been feeling. So you might have to just change that and say, well, how about I just do with what comes through for me? With this Nine of Wands, like you're done, like it's like you've given up almost, or you feel like you've tried both sides and neither of them have worked. Okay, but they will if you just enjoy what comes through to you. I don't know if that makes sense, guys. Excuse me. I don't know if that makes sense or not. I just feel like don't pick and choose or have a hard time deciding on which direction to go, because then you're not listening to your true self. You know, it's like sometimes in life we need just some fun and excitement, and we need the Queen of Wands, we need that passion, and we need the craziness sometimes. And other times you might feel more driven and focused towards a more conservative, or not conservative, but like a more stable and a little bit more of a nurturing, loving Queen of Cups. But just go with the flow, I think is what it's trying to say here. Don't feel like you have to attach to one approach to your love life or your life or another. Just go with what feels right and stop wrestling with two sides, okay? Taurus, that's what I have for you. We are at the end of the signs. Thank you, everybody. I hope that this resonated. Please leave your comments. Please don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. As well, if you're new, welcome. And if you could subscribe, I truly appreciate that. It does help my channel to grow. All right, guys, thanks for everything. Have a great weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.